So what's up, y'all? I don't really know what this content finna be because I don't know if I want to do daily, moment by moment, record now, watch later. Who knows? But we're going to get this thing crack-a-lacking because we done came too far to leave certain things behind. You feel me? So, as you know, I said I had a challenge going on. I didn't abandon things. You know what I'm saying? It's because I'm trying to figure things out. I be writing stuff out and it's just, I don't be wanting to do it. So we're just gonna keep it going moment by moment. This is why I like to record, because in the moment, live action, spirit, you know what I'm saying, all in between. So the taming tongue for today was the intimidating tongue, where it talked about how people would try to intimidate you with their voice, because you know what I'm saying, life and death is in the power of your tongue, and how much you give your authority, it can shake and bake some people, you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying, it's not going to shake the people that have prayed and asked God to be firm and unmovable through his sound judgment, you know what I'm saying. So you cannot try to intimidate people. What is the intimidating tongue? It's trying to exert or show your level of power. And the thing about the intimidating tongue is that true power does not have to do that. So in the affirmation that came from page 79 today, it says, because God is in control of every aspect of my life and has set my destiny, I have no need to control the behaviors of others. So let me give you just one specific scripture from the Old Testament, Exodus 14:14 to be exact, that says, I shall hold my peace because the Lord is fighting for me, is all that this tells me. You know what I'm saying? Even just things like be steadfast and unmovable, like I said earlier, those are things that come from songs that I'm pretty sure there's scriptures in the Bible at some capacity, some form. But yeah, that's what the taming tongue is for today. So then when it comes down to what my workout is, I found my boxing gloves. So hopefully one of these trees is like will allow me to punch up on it, or I don't know, maybe one day I'll get into boxing, kickboxing, whatever. But we have 3 rounds. So I rode this morning for an arm, a leg, and an ab. I got some jump squats, we got some tricep dips, and we have some plank. But the goal is to do a lap, do my 3 exercises, and do that 3 times. I don't really too much care to record how long it's going to take me. I have a Fitbit that now records all of this information, from my heartbeat, resting, active, how many miles and things that I've been walked, talked, and all of that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like my life is just really coming together to where I'm allowing it to flow in the way that it was always supposed to. But I'm also just realizing that everything that I have been through within this last year was definitely to foretell, I'm gonna say. It was to foretell my future timeline. Everything that I walked through last year, it was a shadow, though, because it wasn't the real thing. It was still illusionary, and everything that I've explored, it was to give me a glimpse of what was coming. So that's why I call it foreshadowing. It was, to some capacity, a prophecy. To some capacity, it's just a vision. You know what I'm saying? But it's all coming together. It's all working out in this time, and we finna get this workout. Because guess what? What Drake say? Pilots hit the gym and they all work out. You feel me? So let's get this shit, and we out. Let me just start off by saying it feels so good to be able to get my fat. I ain't even gonna call myself fat. It feels so good to be able to get back up and get myself active. I do feel fat because I ain't been active, but I've been real light. You know what I'm saying? Heavy on the salad. It got every vegetable in it. And this is the message for Tuesday. This is the vibe. I kept it because my man told me something like this, and so I had to share it. You know what I'm saying? So cheers to Tuesday. Top of the day to you. Tuesday, we back at it like a crack addict. It's Mars Tuesday. The sun is with me because it is a masculine energy day. Mars, you know what I'm saying? That's Aries. So for me, that's still love. You know what I'm saying? Aphrodite, Venus, you know what I'm saying? But we still fucking with Mars because, you know what I'm saying? Mars is about the sexual pleasures. Or it's not even about sexual pleasures. It's about our desires, what we feel about our desires, and how we use those 2 things, not necessarily together, but when those 2 things are evident to us, what do we do in those moments? You know what I'm saying? So I had not really decided whether I will work out every day, every other day or not. So I just went ahead and got up today because I'm really just in the process of researching what my life is going to be like. I recently went ahead and stopped being stubborn when it came to my desires for, not going back to work. I just really felt like me going back to work was going to eliminate some of the time that I had to myself to work on my business. But I also had to realize that it's probably just not time for me to do that because I really have just gone through a process of, oh, the Geico. I was hoping that I saw one. That's protection. Anyway, so, what was I saying? Yeah, I just recently went through a whole process of foretelling of what my future holds. So I feel like I really just need to allow myself to go through the last part of my process karmically, to where when I do fully leap into my destiny, it's like a complete fresh start, seriously. And so I really sincerely feel like graduation is that quantum leap for me, which is why I feel like everything has been so accelerated, so dramatic, and so everything, and I'm excited personally, regardless of if I feel like I've been through hell or not. Like, I'm just excited for everything that is about to come to pass. And so I'm just grateful you all have stuck with me throughout the process. You know what I'm saying? We at it, we back at it, and we here. Don't mind the toothpaste. I swear it's not sperm. I was brushing my teeth this morning, not cobbing corn. I've got to do better. So anyway, yeah, that's that, and let's get it. So we're in a different scenery, same park, just a different area of the park. We have the Jacob's Ladder. If you know the Jacob's Ladder from the Bible, which I really too much don't myself, but if you know the Jacob's Ladder was the ladder that metaphysically represented Jacob's vision of being in the heavenly realm and coming down to the earth realm. Almost like, what was that, Jack and the Beanstalk? You know what I'm saying? They've been teaching us this shit. So crazy. But when he went up that beanstalk or whatever, it was a big old giant and just like a whole nother reality that he had to face and things like that. And so I feel like that's what this ladder is representative of, that anytime that you are elevating, you're always going to have to face some type of giant, which is literally just a fear inside of yourself. Aside from it being a fear, it's just something that is conditioned in you to make you, it has limited you from your potential. It's something that you've learned, whether you meant to intentionally or not, whether somebody meant to teach you that intentionally or not. You know what I'm saying? That's what fears ultimately are. That's why everybody has them. But it's what you do with that fear, Excuse me. So, yeah, still have my cube. Let's get the cube. Hold on 1 second. Let me set you down for a second. Let me set you down. I'm going to put you on the highest stair possible so you're not just focused on other areas of my body. Because people be focused on other areas of my body. So we have the cube. So let's see. I feel like today is not a day where I do set ones. I feel like today what I want to do is get started. I want my warm-up to be my lap around. And when I come up this bitch, we got 3 exercises. Or maybe we should do 1. I feel like I'm going to do 1. Or maybe we should do 2 back to back. Because that's a pretty long walk. I don't know. We're going to see. But we testing what this type of workout would be like. That's probably why I do be needing like a set workout. But let's get the one that we're going to do after this first round so that it's no issues. All right? Bet. So let's see. Ooh. I don't know why I thought I was going off another step. Hold on, y'all. Russian twist. So we starting off with abs. When we come back, we got 30 Russian twists. It's so dangerous out here because I don't know why I just envision myself getting bit by a copperhead. That's a certain type of snake. I'm finna look it up. All right, so I'll be back, y'all. So we finished another workout. So it's overstood that 30 minutes. Great time. It's gonna work up a little sweat. Yeah. It's me wiping my head for some sweat. I swear I had sweat on my head during my workout. When I did push-ups on my mama, like I had sweat, okay? Don't play on my top. Balance is the key. Just as much as you run, lessen your reps. The lesser you run, more reps you need to complete. I don't work out with weights other than my own weight in my body. That to me is the best because it shows you your endurance. It shows you your strength, and when you have become comfortable, so that will lifting your own body strength will allow you to know when it's time to elevate. But the biggest realization that I came to today is that you realize the two differences in your body. You realize how calm or vain your physical body is, and you pay attention to the internal, at least in my dynamic. But I do a lot of internal work outside as far as writing, singing, just thinking and talking to myself. So my shadow work is definitely spiritual, and it is getting reflected in my physical when I allow myself to work out. But I think that's also why my workouts don't require too much, So yes, that's the documentary for today. Health is wealth. And then my smoothie package for the day is strawberry banana rama. How y'all doing? So it has strawberry banana and butternut squash in it. So we're gonna see what that tastes like. My other one yesterday was really good. So hopefully this one is just as good. All right, have a great day.
Money to make and we all gon' spend it. Taking care of my team, they with me. Can't complain, can't do no tripping. Saying a prayer and I know he hear me.
Yes, man, the wind is going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So what's up? What's cracking? This Big Draco on this bitch, and we finna get this bitch clapping. You hear me? So I'm out here for a walk on today because, you know what I'm saying, things is just shifting in dynamics. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep our responses under control because I feel like that's what God is testing me on, because I've already acknowledged that bitches just be reacting. So, you know what I'm saying? We trying to be a little slower and a little paused and a little more calculated in some things. But I know for sure that's not what I'm saying. I just had to improvise because that wind was getting on my mother-loving last nerve. But yeah. So today I woke up, I did a taming tongue, and it was talking about hastiness. You know what I'm saying? Hastiness is to move quickly. Hastiness is to, you know what I'm saying? In a way, it described it as being unwise because, again, you are just moving based off of an impulse. And, this morning I kind of got offended because, I'm like, damn, I low-key be moving like that. And somebody has already told me don't make hasty decisions. But I'm like, damn, is that really me? Like, can I really be offended by this? Because I don't feel like I make hasty decisions, but I know I make hasty decisions based upon my observations. You know what I'm saying? That could be so wrong. And the thing is that it's not that I be like keeping tabs or even just judging people, but it's like at the same time, it's like I be taking note of things that happen to me. And then when I'm at a breaking point, bitch, I just get up and move around, because not that I done dealt with this for so long, because I just personally feel like people know what they doing to you when they do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't feel like I have to explain anything. Not only that, I just be kind of going back and forth between holding my peace and letting God fight it, because he can do way more than what I feel like I can do in literal senses of everything. Like, I just feel like I don't, not even that I can't fight, but like a bitch blacks out, so I need not to fight. And then when it comes to my words, it's like my words, they so motherfucking cutthroat that I would cut my own self and have my own self in a rut. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of really hard. So the only thing I can do is surrender. So I feel like that's the whole ultimate message of hastiness, is to surrender to what God is doing based upon what you're asking him to do. Because to be honest, I asked him to do something yesterday, and then I reacted like a complete fool whenever he did it. So, you know what I'm saying? Be wise, be careful about what you're asking for, and take it into deep consideration before you go ahead and go to his throne, sacred place, whatever, before you go ask him for something. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's in alignment to his plan, bitch, that shit gonna shift fast in a mug, and sometimes the shifts takes longer. So, you know what I'm saying, you just got to be prepared, and you got to know what you asking God for real, and you got to stay open. You got to stay open to how he gives it to you, because again, that's another thing of me, and that's something else that deals with Mars, is like how you want to deal with something, how you want to receive something, how do you react once your desires are granted or not granted. And me, I experience a lot of anxiety, fear, and grief and things because I feel like I never can get what I want. So, you know what I'm saying? I believe that's a lot of why I react the way I react, because damn, I still can't get what I want, and I'm still a grown up, and I'm still doing this, and this. Because that's the thing for me too. I feel like I do the work, whether it's physical or mental. I feel like I work so hard, and I still can't get no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, clap, hand on the back, recognition, whatever. But, you know, I've also been staying down and staying low-key because I've considered that maybe all of that is going to come at my space of graduation, which is, again, an agreement that I made to God about several things that will pop off once I completed that goal for my life. So, yeah, that's that. And y'all see I'm in complete alignment with the sun when the birds start talking to me. You know, it's just real crazy, real weird elevation that I done gone through in this last year of my life. But I'm grateful. I love who I am. Even though it's still this kind of weird and new to me, but bitch, the skin I'm in is litty like a big. You feel me? So, channel change. Now we are about to complete a little bit of yoga for as long as I could. The wind blew my stand over, and that just created a whole nother level of frustration. So I just let these couple of exercises be what needed to be shown, and I just went into my sacred place. I do have a headstand after this, so stay tuned. But yeah, this is me throwing down the white towel. You know what I'm saying? This is a level of surrenderance again. So this is the whole space of it. You know what I'm saying? Surrenderance, I also believe it goes hand in hand with your faith as well, because when you are able to surrender, then you just believe that God. It's a space of trust, which I believe that's what faith is as well. But I also have said and explained that faith is also a belief. So to put all of those words together, you have to be committed to your belief so hard that nothing can sway you away from that, and you have to know how to stay connected to yourself for whenever things do rise up against you. You have to, you know what I'm saying, be on your toes about how to shift and continue to press forward with what it is that you're doing. Sometimes you do have to shift and change directions of where it is that you're going, but the mission does not have to change. You know what I'm saying? I think this is just like something that is very conducive, not just to my life but everybody's life. But this is also what I'm learning, because I didn't realize that I did not have a lack of commitment until I realized that my mindset around I can do whatever I want to do, it allows me to abandon the things that I enjoy or that I like to do, or I simply abandon things because somebody rejects me, or I abandon things because I don't feel accepted in what it is that I do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a space of validation as well. But you know what I'm saying, when you commit to yourself, none of that even fucking matters. But you know, that's not what I'm here to talk about. This is a forward bend. I'm pretty sure I am doing some deep breathing, because you know what I'm saying, you got to get your breath on. You know what I'm saying? In, out, and then we walk into a downward dog, which is kind of like a plank, but you just kind of like allow your whole abdomen area to be wide open. You know what I'm saying? You get that sun hitting on that third eye. You get that throat open, that heart is open. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole lot of things just open up for you. A downward dog. A dog is also a space of humility. They are protectors. They are loud animals. You know what I'm saying? They are wild animals. They are normally trained to be a specific certain type of way, to be acceptable in a certain type of environment. Let's see what else, because you describe a dog. They can be inside, they can be outside. They can be small or big, you know what I'm saying? They are a versatile thing, and I think similar to cats, I think they are like the dark side to like royalty to some extent. I don't know, because I feel like I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that, because I don't know, cats, I just know that they were like, they used to get I don't know, you just would see like more cats than you see dogs, you know, type thing. So yeah, now I'm in the pigeon pose, where, you know what I'm saying, you just basically center yourself in the center of your body, but it's also about a space of balance. I don't know, I just like yoga because it teaches me about the yin and yang energy that's going within me, or if I'm in the middle where I am in balance. But yeah, I feel like this pigeon is more into like, it's not as straight as it could be, you know. It's also very painful though, because my hips are a little tight from walking up the ladder and running the other day, and down goes Frazier. At this point, I get frustrated, and yeah, so we go ahead, we shift. I think I do warrior off camera, and then we come into my we come into my headstand after that. Yeah, because I got so irritated. Get it, aggravated, like Santana would say. I say I'm experiencing so like, I'm just going in. Help, Father, help. God damn. So what's up? This is the segment where I'm going to show you how to do a headstand. I am going to basically just do it, and I'm gonna try my best to talk about what it is that I'm doing as I do it, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna walk. Please excuse my lumpy body. It just has so many stored emotions in them, and I'm just trying to get them out, and I just feel like I'm going through so much opposition to get this shit out of my body. It's been stored there for far too long, and I think that's the irritating part about it. So anyway, we're gonna get down to the get down. We're going to ground our head to the bottom of the earth. Not even the bottom of the earth, but to earth, period. We're going to lift them hips. And that naturally allowed my legs to lift up. That was not that way at first. It took a lot of core, which again is a lot of what it is that I'm working to understand. Even just allowing myself to split my legs like that, I want to see how far or even really just how open my hips are, you know what I'm saying? Because that is all reflective of a balance within my whole chakra system, because that bottom system is your root, and then it goes to the sacral, and then the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and then the crown. So, you know what I'm saying? All of that has to be in alignment for your body to split evenly, feel balanced, all of that. So then here's the second option. I turned because I wanted you all to see how I used my arms, as far as still rising up through, you know, breathing, and just allowing my hips to rise and push it, or, you know, just using my legs to rise, but using my arms as a support system. You know what I'm saying? And that allowed me to be able to stand up. It's not as straight, like I said, as I desire it to be, because I just feel like I'm gonna fall completely over the more that I lean into my crown, which is, I guess, ultimately why I have to get back into my yoga, so that I can get that fear out of my brain. Maybe that will all fix all of this stomach thing. So let's focus in on the tummy aspect and all of these emotions that are stored there. It is anxiety, anger, and grief.